extra, double extra for sideshows. Boy, genius. They call me a circus one day.
Where is everybody?
Maybe it's not open yet.
Well, where's Mr. Holmes?
I don't know. He asked us to meet him here to investigate the death of the sword swallower last night.
A sword swallower died?
Right in the middle of a blooming performance. I'll tell you about it for a shilling.
I'm sure Mr. Holmes will be here in a jiffy.
Hurry up. Look sharp. Get this man in my coach and get him to the hospital right bloody well now.
Aye, Your Honor. You can count it up. Right away, Inspector. You can count on us.
That's what
I said. That's what I said.
What did you say?
No, he said that's what I said, meaning I said what he said. Yep.
Just hurry, you two.
Inspector Lestrade, what's happening?
What are you lot doing here?
Mr. Holmes asked us to meet him here.
Mr. Holmes, take go. We're getting him to the hospital right now.
Is this him? Oh my God, what happened?
Leave off, lad.
Mr. Holmes!
Leave off, lad. He can't hear you. He's very ill.
What's wrong with his hand?
Nothing is wrong with him.
But his fingers are all black.
It's not his fingers I'm worried about. Now, let us get him to the doctor. Off you go. Quick.
All right, you can count it. All right, we're on our way to Pittsburgh. That's what I said.
So how can we help, Inspector?
You can stay out of the way.
But
No, hush, lad. The grown-ups are talking about ground-uppity things.
But
Now, Mr. Wainwright, what are all these youngsters fiddling about?
They're all part of my circus.
These half-pints? Surely not.
Indeed, Inspector.
my father's circus is unique in all the world.
How's that?
We're an orphan circus.
An orphan circus.
Well, my daughter is saying, Inspector, that I have a soft spot for orphans. Being one myself, I adopted Elsa here. She's my joy and sunshine. And she's doing a great job with the business. She can practically run the thing by herself.
What? All of these are your children?
Oh, no. They're all orphan children that we bring with us. But, you know.
Well, someday we will all be in charge of this circus.
All these tykes are performers?
Oh, no. But they soon will be.
Someday.
Well, I've never heard of anything like that before, right? But I want to talk to the grown-ups.
Oh, I'm all at the top waiting for your questions.
Lead on. We're going to get to the bottom of what happened to your sword swallow.
Oh, right this way.
how can we help, Inspector?
Help. You can stay out of the way.
We don't have a home to go to.
Well, Mr. Holmes asked for our help.
Mr. Holmes ain't here. He's got ill. Well, here's a bit of detective work for you, boy.
Hey!
Easy.
Hush, lad.
Father, was there something you wanted to discuss with Mr. Lestrade?
Yeah.
We gotta get going. What's next? Are we leaving?
No, we're not leaving. Of course he does. He's just like the rest of them adults. The only one I've ever met worth the salt's Mr. Holmes.
Say that again.
To him, anyone can do good, no matter your station. And I ain't letting him down.
But Holmes ain't here. He's sick.
Right. But look what I found in his hat.
Is it a rabbit?
No.
Oh, but it's not an octopus, is it?
No, Quinn.
Wow, she's dumb.
Well, what's it say?
Just my name. Wiggins. And one word. Murdered with school-wide positive behavior. That's right. Mr. Holmes thinks the sword swallower was murdered. That's why he was here.
A yellow ticket?
It's up to us to solve the case.
You're Lestrade.
You know what Mr. Holmes said about Lestrade? He couldn't find his own bottom with both hands, and with Dr. Watson away on his honeymoon, it's up to us to solve the case.
But you heard Lestrade. He'll lock us up. I ain't going back to no workhouse, and I ain't going back to no orphanage either. I like living on the streets, don't you?
Not so much.
But we don't have to get in Lestrade's way. He's investigating the adults.
So,
When do adults ever know anything?
we go investigate the little ones.
Simple. We'll let Lestrade investigate the adults, and then we'll go investigate all the orphans, and then meet back here and compare our notes. Who's with me?
I am.
I reckon.
I am. Come on then, the game's afoot.
Oh, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? I thought you were off with your father.
Well, I was, but Inspector Lestrade was talking to all the adults. He didn't want me around. He doesn't like children all that much.
You can say that twice and be half right.
You're trying to figure out what happened to Crispin, aren't you?
Crispin?
Our sword swallower. Poor unlucky man. He was such a kind and loving soul once. Well, the inspector couldn't find the truth, so he hired Mr. Sherlock Holmes to investigate. You admire him, don't you?
Who?
Sherlock Holmes.
Why do you say that?
I'm not stupid. I saw your face when you heard he was sick. You have this magnifying glass, and you have this hat.
You wouldn't understand.
Look at me. You see this? The letter W for Weymouth. It's my father's ring, and I wear it proudly. He adopted me when I was 7. He gave me a home, a family, a sense of purpose. I owe everything to him. I love him. And I dedicate my life to being exactly like him.
All right. Well, I guess you understand a little. It's just, well, you see, Sherlock Holmes, he ain't like the others. He takes time to look inside you, you know? To them others, I was just a street rat, but not to Mr. Holmes, even after I stole from him. A 10-piece and a silver bucket.
Well, what did he do?
Well, he didn't turn me in, that's for sure. Said he could use a man of my talents. Saw me as a man of talent, he did.
And now you are.
That's right. Mr. Holmes saw me as something more than a street rat. Believed in me when no one else did.
And so you want to be just like him?
Well, I know it sounds daft.
Oh, no, not at all. Let's see how you're doing.
What do you mean?
Sherlock Holmes was known for his power of deduction. Look at me and tell me what you see.
Well, all right. You go away to boarding school, the Shelby School for Girls in Brighton, and you have glasses, but you think they make you look silly so you don't wear them.
How did you know all that?
Well, your face has color, which says you spend time in the sun, and you got some lines around your eyes from where you squint, and so you can't see. So you have glasses. But you don't wear them, you could afford them. The only reason not to wear them is that you don't like them. And you got a callus on your right index finger, which means you write a lot, but you're not naturally right-handed, because that would put a callus on your middle finger. And you got a dislocated knuckle on your left hand, so school, sunshine, finger. That means the Shelby School for Girls in Brighton, because they got a nasty reputation for whacking the hands of little girls who write left-handed.
That was amazing.
Was I right?
Well, you're certainly learning.
But was I right?
You were wrong. I'm sorry. I don't go to school. My father teaches me everything. Everything I know I've learned from him. But it was a valiant effort. No, really. Sherlock Holmes wasn't even born Sherlock Holmes. You got this. Let me help you.
What do you mean?
I know the circus better than anybody. Let me help you, and I bet we can find out what happened to poor Crispin.
I don't know.
We can make Sherlock Holmes proud.
All right.
Come on, let's talk to Zelda. He was one of the last people to see Crispin alive.